in the Loop fans, this is Jake Juan on the Costa Favolosa, which is a cruise ship, and I'm gonna give you the tour. I just got on this boat like maybe 5 hours ago or so. I have no idea where I'm going or where anything is right now, so it's gonna be a learning process. This tour might take several days because I'm gonna probably find new things out every day, but right now we are in Barcelona, Spain. I just got on the cruise ship. You can see the city and the ports and everything, and I'm at the top deck. I don't know where I am actually, but it was interesting. When we got on the boat, they had like a little welcome ceremony, like not really a ceremony, but like a introductory thing. And what they did was they, gave us a brief little overview of all the stuff they offer here in this boat. And they also gave, it was basically our muster drill. We didn't really have to go outside. We didn't even have to bring our life jackets with us. And they scan our, the cruise ship cards that we always get. Speaking of which, this is mine right over here. You can see all the stuff, my name and everything. Oh, and this is the boat. That's how you spell it. I have no idea how to spell it until just now. It's an Italian boat, so it's weird. They speak a lot of languages on this boat, which sucks because all of the announcements are in like 4 different languages. It's like English, Italian, Spanish, German, or whatever, maybe French. And then we have our cruise smokestack thing right here, the famous C. And yes, this is the boat that sunk, so I'm hoping this boat doesn't sink on us. This is my first Costa cruise. I've been on a couple others, mostly Royal Caribbean, Holland America, and a cruise line that's smaller. It's based off, I think based in Hong Kong, I don't know, but it's owned by Norwegian, and it's Superstar, the Superstar class. We left from Hong Kong, so it's only those 3 cruise lines. This is my first. Oh, and this is the basketball area. I guess it turns into tennis, when that guy is skateboarding. Okay, I've never seen anyone skate on a cruise ship before, so that's a new thing. But here's the smokestack. Also, what's really cool is during the muster drill, all we did was watch a video of what to do in case of emergency. And I thought it was interesting because they said, I don't know if this is true for all of them, but for this cruise line, they were like, women and children first, and then disabled people going last to help speed up the process of getting into lifeboats, which I thought was kind of funny. It was interesting. I don't know if they don't tell you on the other boats and they just, Costa's like, screw it, we'll just tell you guys. But it makes sense. Man, I am loving this view. See the Barcelona lights over here, and this is the ocean side. Get a closer view of the sea. Oh, we have a slide. That's cool. And then another weird thing is that they do allow smoking on this boat on certain areas. There's like indoors you go into smoke in one room, but outdoors you can smoke anywhere except for when they're refueling. If they're refueling out in the ocean or whatever, they block off the area, which I thought was weird. Which kind of sucks because a lot of the areas of the ship smell like smoke, which stinks. But we're gonna do it. Oh, looks like she's skateboarding now. This is really weird. Anyway, it's about time for me to go eat pretty soon, so I'm gonna show you our rooms, and then I'm probably gonna go eat. So yeah, this is the Costa Favolosa. Just hope this boat doesn't sink on us like the other one did. Oh, and Barcelona. We spent 3 days in Barcelona before we got on the boat, so that was nice. Went to Ventura, which the video might be up. I don't know. I made a video of it. Hopefully it's on. But anyway, there's a city. Here's a smokestack. And to the room in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so now we're in my room, 2430. And here is the thing they put their papers and stuff like that in if they need us for anything. Here's our card, Costa Favolosa. name and stuff like that. And then let's go in. So what really stinks is that our room, you have to put the card in order for lights to turn on, which kind of stinks. Whoa, that's really weird. Which is weird. This is a first for a cruise for me. And our cabin steward's name is Ning. He's from China. He thought I was from China as well, and he started speaking Mandarin to me. But I don't speak Mandarin, so got kind of awkward there. He seemed really disappointed. But here's our room. You can see a small bed, GoPro stuff, big bed. Here's outside, still in Barcelona, haven't left yet. Just weird because the boat came late. I don't know what happened. I think the previous boat left late first. So our boat had to come in later. You know, cups, a phone from Siemens, probably a spaceship Earth, you know. What do we have in here? A safe, some towels, some things in Italian. Coat hangers. Whoa, these are giant coat hangers. Oh, they have the cruise name on there. Standard, more coat racks. Our life jackets, very nice. Whoops. Has our standard whistle right over here on the left. Our light to the right. We are at a muster station H. I'm not gonna put that up. Trash can. Oh, I didn't notice we had a little chair in here. Alright, we have a hair dryer, which is nice. Yeah, so this is our room. Oh yeah, bathroom. So this is a pretty spacious room, which I was kind of surprised. You know. Here's our toilet. Our shower over here on the right. A little bit bigger than the ones I'm used to in most cruise ships I've been to. Oh, a little dispenser for shampoo and soap over here. Toilet paper. Bathroom. I don't know what that is. Looks like a shaving thing up there. It's kind of high. Oh, toilet. This is the button to flush. Whoa, almost lost. And I think that's it. So yeah, and right now I'm a little late for dinner, but I'm going to dinner. So first I gotta pee. So I'll probably continue this tomorrow unless I find something else cool to show you during today, or if I fall asleep, because I'm still pretty jet lagged and tired. Well, I'm gonna go pee, so goodbye. So it appears that we just left dock and we are heading out to our first port. I forgot to mention that this is going to be a 14-day cruise going to a bunch of places. I don't know them all. I don't even know how to pronounce most of them. Some of the places are in Spain, Italy, France, Germany, Portugal, England, and possibly Sweden and Denmark. I think we're ending at Denmark. And then after that, we'll be spending a few days in Denmark before heading back to the States. But now we're currently on our way from Spain. I think we're going to Italy first. I have no idea where we're going first, actually. I'll post an itinerary maybe now. I don't know, but yeah, here we are heading out now. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of low lighting. But yeah, and the decks are a little wet, so but it's a good thing I have my boat shoes on, so it's all good. And yeah, I should eat now. Toodles. So it might be really windy outside, but I'm gonna see if I can talk anyway. Dinner, that was weird. And then so if you're from America, they have they print a thing called Water USA on your card. So then they'll actually so then you get free water. Well, everyone else has to pay €4 for a small bottle of water. So that was really interesting. Never heard of any cruise line doing that, you know. But you know, it's an Italian cruise line is what they grew up with, you know. Anyway, they don't drink water anyway. We're us Americans, that's all we ever do, I guess. But it's kind of hard to see, but we just we left Spain. I don't know where we are anymore. I see a few lights around. But yeah, another weird thing, I don't remember what I was going to say, but oh yeah, on the steps going up and down the ship, there was actually basically a digital clock. So I thought that was cool, just so you, when you're walking up and down, you know, you see a digital clock. But what I don't like is that, unlike Royal Caribbean, they have basically a map of the ship on every floor by all the elevators. This doesn't. So I am, most of the time when I'm walking around trying to get to someplace, I have no idea where I'm going. It's just me wandering around, you know, hoping I will end up somewhere that I'm supposed to be. But yeah, let me see if you probably can't see this, but this is what the outside looks like. It's basically pitch black. Wow, and it's really windy, except for a few, like one light back there is probably a boat, and like 2-3 stars. So yeah, that was day one on this boat, and we'll continue the tour later. Toodles! Hello everybody, this is day 2 and we are in Spain. Isbina, Spain, I think. And another cool thing about this ship is that you can see right here, all the steps has a time, so you always know what time it is. Another cool thing is every floor has the floor levels, so you know exactly what level you're on at all times. Now I'm walking up the steps, but I'm gonna try to go up to the top of the boat. So you can see what Isbina, Spain looks like. And here it is. I go up the steps. Really cool thing is that right over there is basically a castle, and it's almost like a Renaissance festival. I don't know if I put in the clip that I filmed with my phone when I was there earlier, but they had like all these people selling stuff, and they're all dressed up as like medieval Renaissance fair people. It was really cool. They had flags decorating the paths and everything, and then the rest of the city right over here. This was definitely a gorgeous city. I loved it, especially the Renaissance area. Definitely a top 3 of my favorite European cities. So here's, I think, the kids' play area. See some more of the kids' play area. Over here is the main sun deck. More of the kids' play area. And then down there, I don't know if you can see it, but that's the main pool. And they have this retractable roof that, you know, opens and closes. And we have a water slide that looks closed. Here's the rest of the other side of the boat. Just a gorgeous city. I loved it, especially on top of the castle over there. You get great views. and all the people sunbathing. And the different languages you hear. So one thing I hate about this boat is that the main dining room, there's two actually, and they split everyone up between the two dining rooms. They're not very big. They're not, but what sucks about them is that when they're split by the kitchen. So if you're on, it's deck 3 and 4. So if you're in deck 3 and you're one side of the boat, you can't cross over between the two dining areas because there's a kitchen in the way. So you basically have to go up or down and then over. And I do believe we are departing Spain right now pretty soon. We were supposed to leave at 2. I believe right now it's just about 2. Brings a smile to my face when we're leaving. So that's the front of the ship, and the back of the ship's over to this side. So here's the other side. See them changing the flag up there. Oh, sorry. We're at Ibiza, Spain. Ibiza, Spain. Ibiza, Spain. That's how you pronounce it, I think. And next, tomorrow we're going to Marseille, France. So I don't know if he's putting up the France flag now or maybe when we get there. Well, I'm back. And here is their main pool area. It's kind of small, but this is the everybody pool with the retractable roof, and then right over here is that jumbotron you saw earlier. And I'm not going to show you this, but I don't know if I got it in frame earlier, but there was a lady who did not have her top on, sunbathing, and she's just laying out there. Not a care in the world with her top off, and she's laying on her back too. So that was really weird. It shocked me. I thought it was a really fat guy at first, but nope, it's a girl. No top, and she's laying on her back, sunbathing. I don't know. The GoPro is a wide lens, a wide angle, so I don't know if you can see it. I probably don't want to point it out because it's, you know, I don't think nudity is allowed on YouTube or Facebook, I don't know, wherever I'm posting this. But yeah, very interesting. I guess it's what you get from being in Europe. You know, people here are cool with it. Okay. Toodles. I'm gonna go to sleep now. So here's another view of that main pool area. And here is the main area looking down. The main area isn't very big compared to like Royal Caribbean where they have one promenade going all the way down, but still impressive nonetheless. And this is the main indoor area. Guest services right over here. Pretty big bar. There's a lot of bars in this boat. And here's the bottom of that main area. The piano. And they have these information totems, as they call them, basically to you know, everything you want in about the boat information, stuff like that. Here is a thing where you could link your credit card to your key card, your boarding, your ID card, so you could be like, you know, charge it to the room. And here's their main theater area in the front of the ship. Saw a pretty good show here yesterday. It was basically had ice skating, acrobatics with silk acrobatics, where they were just basically have silk ribbons coming from the sky, and they're up there basically doing all the acrobats up there. Good show, bad pacing. I did not like their sound quality, kind of sucked too, so that was one thing, but everything else was amazing. The performers were amazing. They're all from, like, I guess from Russia, somewhere in Eastern Europe probably, but nice boat nonetheless. And I think they're doing an announcement so you can hear what it's like. First announcement in Italian. One thing I really like is the handles.
Das Ganze findet statt wie immer mit Ihrer deutschsprachigen Hostess Anna. Los geht's in 30 Minuten, also um 15:30 Uhr im Salon Molière. Das befindet sich auf Deck 5 und ist hinten im Schiff. Ich freue mich auf Sie.
I guess only one language then for this announcement. Let's go up to the next level. I believe this is the tour booking office. Oh, and out here is deck 3's basically ring around the deck. Very nice. I usually like deck 3's. Really quiet. Closer to the water. Really chillax. The lifeboats right above us. Hopefully we won't be using them like that one boat that sunk. And here is Ibiza. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Way in the distance over there is the rest of Spain in the ocean. Let's go back in. And usually the second level here is all like photos that they took that you could buy, which I don't know, I'm not a big fan of them because it's like a waste of paper, printing all the family photos on them, and most people don't buy them. It's kind of dumb in my opinion. If not, you just get a digital copy. That's what most people want anyway, and they could go ahead and print it out. Right over here, everything is in Italian, so I have no idea how to pronounce a lot of stuff. Here's the menu for, I believe, today. Oh no, this is the breakfast and lunch, so this place doesn't open. This is our dining room that we stayed at, that we have. Only issue about this dining room is that it's really bright, but apparently it's because of the old people that can't read. They walk in. So this is the middle dining room. Extremely bright, so it kind of sucks, especially when you're sleepy. Your eyes start getting really tired. And then on the 5th floor, it's all the shops. Get your jewelry, watches, and everything here. On this side, and perfume. Here's the top level of the theater. And balcony. And one thing that's really weird is the restrooms here. See this? You don't open it this way. They say don't do that. Instead, you just wave your hand in front of this thing, which isn't working. There we go. To open it. Which I thought was really weird. Also, when I just came by here, a woman went into the men's restroom. I don't know if that's a European thing or not. I don't know, it's really weird. Some more of the things. More shops. Buy your Costa crap. It's all duty free because we're all in international water. Oh, this is where the library is. People playing mahjong, mostly Chinese people, because they love that game. And they have this weird artwork everywhere throughout the city, throughout the boat. It's kind of interesting. We'll go on this side. This is the grand piano bar and everything. So this is a little lounge area. Pretty nice. Over here is where they usually have karaoke and then singing in a band. Plus a little bar area. And some more little totems. Ask for information and all that. Oh, and also there's a 4D cinema here. I believe is an upcharge. And you could do some Formula 1 simulator racing, which is also an upcharge. There's another bar over here. This one's one of my favorites. It's the chocolate bar. All they have is chocolate everything. Everything is chocolate here, and the smell, oh my goodness, it smells like chocolate, and it's that chocolate smell. Anything from chocolate drinks to chocolate you can eat. And here's the arcade area. That chocolate, oh my goodness, it's amazing. You can win a MacBook Air. So here's the Formula 1 racing. I believe is an upcharge. Some more games over here in the arcade. Do some shooting hoops while right outside you can see Spain. Or you can help save the world by shooting Terminators while right next to Spain. And here's the 4D cinema. Right here's a 4D cinema. I can't find the race car thing. I haven't been able to find it, but maybe later I will. And now we're back at the other side of the karaoke / band singing bar. But this bar though, you can see there, chocolate fountain, chocolate treats you can eat. And over here is the casino. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but at least my cousin taught me this. If you walk in looking up, you have good luck to when playing the casino games. So always look up, don't look on the ground. Some of the casino games, some slot machines. Get your credit on your things, give the ship more money. Over here is the disco bar area. Never seen anyone in there yet, but you know, this is day 2, so you never know. Virtual roulette and everything. And then real games over here. And at the end of that room you could cash out. Here's some more restrooms where you just wave your hand instead of pulling the latch. That is so weird. If you really have to go to the bathroom, it kind of sucks because you have to wait for the door to open all the way. And here's the other bar at the end. Oh, that's the piano bar over here. One of the quieter piano bars. I don't know what's going on over there. Looks like some kind of presentation. And then here's another bar that has a band. This bar is pretty cool because they have the little, I guess, not fake diamonds, and it looks pretty cool on the ceiling. We had our briefing here where it was just like announcement. It was an announcement saying, all English-speaking people, if you want to go, you know, do your safety, basically your safety information, and also your you know, get introduced to the boat, come over here, you know. And it was really only like maybe 5 groups of people there, so I don't think everyone went, and they scanned our cards. I don't know what happens if you don't go, Here's a boat. The outside. I'm surprised there's no one really in here, but then again, everyone's all upstairs because we left Ibiza early. We got here around maybe 8. Yeah, I think we docked at 8, and we left at 2. But I wish we had more time there because it's a gorgeous city. It's instantly one of my favorites now. And here's the piano bar. Nobody in here as well. I don't know what that is, but it's all in Spanish, maybe, or Italian, I don't know. And they had pictures of bugs on their slideshow, so I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's for a thing, orientation. So here's going down to the other main restaurant, which is the back one. Which I mentioned before, it sucks because these two restaurants are split up between by a kitchen, and that sucks because you can't really walk across. Oh, and looks like the doors are closed for that restaurant, so I'll probably have to show you a little bit later. I don't know where I'm going right now. What is this? Oh, here's the bar. I've never been to this part of the boat, so this is new. Looks like the internet cafe area. Part of the kitchen, I believe, out there. Oh, and here's our church. The religious area. This is weird. I'm surprised it's all the way down here. In Royal Caribbean's, it's like all the way at the top of the ship. What are the views over up here? Oh, this is where we board our life boats. Very cool. I did not know this was down here. Thought it was higher up. This is all new to me. I've never been to this part of the boat. Ciao. So yeah, they're Italian, so they greet you in Italian. Since it's an Italian ship, you know, pretty interesting. You know, they'll be like buongiorno in the mornings and ciao, you know, everywhere else. I've never been to this part. I didn't even know this existed, this pathway. So this is a new experience for you, both me and you. Ooh, another bathroom. Okay, I don't know why that doesn't work. Maybe you didn't sense you're a guy. I'm a guy. I don't know what this is. Looks like a restaurant.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, es spricht zu Ihnen Anna, Ihre deutschsprachige Hostess. Gerne möchte ich Sie zu meiner Ausschiffungsveranstaltung einladen. Relevant für alle, die in Savona ausschiffen werden. Gleich geht's
Here's the other side of the
in
restaurant.
15 Minuten, das heißt 15:30 Uhr, und zwar auf Deck 5, hinten im Schiff im Salon Molière. Ich freue mich auf Sie.
So here's the disco area. I've never been in here. I don't think anyone else is in here. Maybe it's locked? Oh, it's a push, that's why. Very interesting. This is my first time in here. And I've never seen anyone in here yet. Yesterday I didn't, at least. And so that might be a new thing. Ooh, the floor is pretty cool. It looks amazing on this camera. I'm gonna walk up these steps just because. Go back up to the casino level, and I almost fell just now. Here's the top with Costa advertisements for the best moments for your cruise. Now available on USB, so they have a video you could purchase. How do you get out of here? There we go. And that's most of the boat. I don't know of anything else that's left. Let me go close to the front of the boat. So here's one of the inner information totems at work. Got your English, and you can see the tours up here, 4D cinema, everything else. And then click screen position. Oh, by the way, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to everybody. See the officers on board. There's this guy, who's our captain. And this guy, and this guy, and let's get a closer view of him. Oh yeah. He's our safety officer. Let's go back. Let's find the port information. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Let's go back. Oh, and there's a premium discount too for if you book your tours on the boat for the next cruise. And yeah, I'm getting kind of bored with this thing. Oh, let's try 4D cinema. I haven't seen this yet. Let's see what's on tomorrow. So these are all the shows. Snow ride. Oh, so they all have different languages. I did not know that. Oh, and their price points. Oh, some of them are more expensive than others. Obviously, this is probably Windows. And it looks like nobody has booked a tour, booked a film yet, except for this one, Castle Secret. And yeah. Oh, I think they might be doing bingo here or something. I don't know what they're doing. But it's not in a language I understand. Maybe it's trivia they're doing? I don't know.
Et la dernière, l'ultima, numéro 8, la question numéro 8. Alors,
here's our boat. Oh, too much backlight. Go to the other side.
Qui est l'auteur de Blanche-Neige et les 7 nains?
So a lot of the staff here are European or Asian. I haven't met a single American on this boat. At least not yet. And now we're back to the main promenade. That might be the whole boat. I don't know. If I find something else I haven't shown you guys, I'll turn on the GoPro again. But until then, I need to sleep. Hopefully this might be the last time saying that for today. Unless I find something else for you guys to look at. But that's should be the rest of the boat. And yeah. Toodles if it is. If not, see you later. I don't know. Oh yeah, one thing that really sucks about cruise ships is that waiting for elevators sucks. It's so slow. So I always take the steps. Because you always have to wait like a while for an elevator to come. It's the worst. This boat is way too freaking big. But here are basically the boat right here, and you can see the 3 different stairwells are color coded. Apparently the front blue, middle yellow, orange, the back is red. But I haven't been able to find the coloring. Maybe I'm just tired and I haven't really been looking very well. But yeah. So I just wandered into this room and I just now found the Formula 1 racing simulator over here. Here's another view of it. And then here's some of the Grand Prix tracks you could take. Some instructions. I'm actually surprised this is in English. Oh, it's because I grabbed the British version. You have all the different versions you can read. So today was formal night, or gala. That's what they said. I had no idea. That's what formal night, gala was their, how they call a formal night. But yeah, one weird thing I don't like, another thing that's weird about this cruise is that they, oh, there's a themed Formula 1 themed bar over here. It's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of a Steak and Shake. I don't know. Let's go up here. I've never been up here before. This is all new to me. Oh, so this looks like the front of the boat. Haven't really been. I don't know if I've been all the way up here before. Some random showers. I don't know why they have showers here because I don't see any pools nearby. So one weird thing is that for dinner they have 2 different times. One at 7 and one at 9. And usually at 9 you don't finish until like, you don't finish eating until like 11, which right now it's 11:30. So we just finished eating. So it kind of sucks because yeah, I have to wake up early tomorrow when we get to the ports of Spa. See the radar, I'm assuming, the wind gauges and everything. It's an eerie night. It's really quiet. I think I see one light out there. I don't know if it's from a boat or from land. Bunch of stars. I don't know if you can see it in the GoPro. So here's the top of the slide. I haven't seen it operate at all. This is only day 2 still. Oh, a big C over here for Costa. I don't know what this means, but I guess it was christened in 2011. Oh, this phone is really, what is going on with this phone? It's weird. It's like a, yeah, so you can hear the dial tone, so it does work. That phone's really weird. Very... It's all crusted up and everything. So that's about the front of the boat over there. So that was cool. I didn't know about the Formula 1 racing area, or where it was. So here's their slide. Pretty cool. No, looks like they closed the retractable top already. Well, that's all. That star is bright. Here's what the rest of the boat looks like. So here's the main area down there. I don't know if you can see that. This slide doesn't look too impressive. I don't know. I have to ride it if it ever does open. Now we're walking to the back of the boat toward the smokestack. So here's where you exit the slide. And there's another pool. And all the pools are meters, but they're nice enough. Costa is nice enough to put the how many feet it is right next to it. So it's really weird seeing like odd number feet. So it'd be like, you know, 3.45 feet, you know, instead of like, you know, 3 feet. I don't know if you can see what's going on down there by the pool area. Maybe we'll take a look when we go down. It's not as windy right now as it usually is. Maybe it's because the front of the boat's kind of blocking it though. So here's the name of the boat, Costa Favolosa. Right here's where the retractable roof rests. Recycling. And here's the other play area. Other side of the play area. I don't know if you've seen this side before or not. Okay, so it looks like there's nothing going on here. Usually they have like parties and stuff like that. It's 11 o'clock, so I don't know if anyone's gonna be there. I don't know what this is. This is like teen activity or something, I don't know. Boys versus girls. Boys with a Z. And they have a lot of games here, air hockey and foosball. And I think, oh, here are the entrances to the kids and teen zones. So here's the kids area. Closes at 12. Here's the teen area. Oh, no filming and no pictures in there. Sorry. There's the time again. And I should go to sleep. So I'll probably see you, I don't know when. I don't know if that concludes our tour or not, but you guys should know by the link to the video. Oh yeah. So right now we're in Marseille, France, and we are just now coming into the dock, I think, and it looks gorgeous. See the marina there, and I think that's a strip mine. I'm not sure what that is. Look, it appears to be a strip mine. And the little train going through, train tracks going through. Very cool waking up to this. I think that's the front. I think that might be the city up there. Oh, and here's the other side. So yeah, it looks like we're pulling into the dock over here to the right, where the other Costa cruise ship is currently docked at. Looks pretty nice. So we finally just docked at Marseille, France. So here's what it looks like. And it looks like there's a fire going on and further down there. I'm not sure if it's controlled or not, but it looks like a pretty big fire with all the black smoke. And over on the other side of, okay, that kid's sitting on the glass. But yeah. To the other side.
Signori, signori, attenzione prego. Informiamo tutti i nostri ospiti che la uscita si trova a ponte 0. Grazie. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We would like to inform all our guests that the exit is located on deck 0. Thank you. Meine Damen und Herren, wir bitten mir Aufmerksamkeit. Wir informieren alle unsere Gäste, dass der Ausgang befindet sich auf Deck 0. Danke. Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Nous informons tous les passagers que la sortie se trouve au pont 0. Merci. Señoras y señores, atención por favor. Informamos a todos los huéspedes que la salida se encuentra en el puente 0. Gracias.
So yeah, you can see how the announcements could get pretty annoying. You know, first in Italian, English, French, and Spanish. So there's another Costa ship right over there. It's the Costa Magica. I think ours is bigger. I have no idea. I can't really tell. But it appears to be a bit bigger. Maybe it's just me though. And here are all the tour buses getting ready. And it kind of sucks because one thing that's kind of annoying is going to from country to country, you have to basically switch your language mode. You know, be like, wait a minute, am I in Italy? Do I say ciao or do I say, you know, bonjour or something like that? You know, it's kind of weird. Sometimes you might, you know, say the wrong language to somebody. But now we're in France, so gotta make sure to switch to France mode. But yeah, oh, you can see the French flag on our ship now, being hung up there. So yeah. Oh, so here's the adult pool over here. With all the statues and everything. This is the adults only area. But as you can see, there are a lot of kids here. What was weird is yesterday there were kids in the pool. So I thought that was, you know, kind of weird seeing kids in the adult only area and nobody really caring about it. Oh yeah. Oh, and this is the top area of the buffet. Everything is in Italian, so I can barely read it. Now I'm going to the bottom level of the buffet area. I believe they should be wrapping up breakfast now. So here's what they serve for breakfast. So many languages here. The omelet station. During lunch, this becomes the breakfast station, the pasta station. Drinks. So only for breakfast will they'll have free juice and water. Lunch is only water, so the water line gets pretty swamped. So I basically did a zigzag around the buffet area, and here's the outdoor buffet area. Basically the same thing as indoors. And we're at the main pool with the Jumbotron. And the Jumbotron is mostly Costa advertisements. Sometimes they'll do football matches, or here, as we call it, soccer matches. And this is like their dance floor as well. So I don't remember if I told you guys this, but one weird thing about their buffets is that it closes at like maybe 3 or 2 or maybe 4, I don't remember. But it doesn't open for dinner, which kind of sucks. So you're kind of forced to eat at their fine dining type area. But yeah. And here's the back dining room. It's not open yet. Opens a bit later. So this is the back dining room. I usually, since we're scheduled to eat at the middle dining room, We only come here for breakfast, and we could come here for lunch, but we are usually out on the ports for lunch. Not tomorrow, but the next day is our sea day, so we'll probably come here for lunch. Looks a bit nicer because you have the better view in the back over there. So yeah, and there's 2 levels to go up there, and the 3rd level goes up to the bars, which we've already seen. The piano bar to the right, and then that one bar with all the diamond looking things on the ceiling straight ahead. Oh yeah, telling us to sanitize our hands. I gotta pee first, so time to do the waving hand trick. And this is what a typical bathroom looks like. Pretty small. Got the fancy towels to dry your hands off with. Reminding people to wash their hands. And here's what a stall looks like. And what really stinks is that the toilet seats, they're kind of thin. So when you sit down, it kind of feels like you're not sitting on a toilet seat. But yeah, here's what a normal public restroom in the Costa Favolosa looks like. And now I have to pee. So this is what it looks like. The main pool looks like with the covers closed. It's pretty windy outside. Looks pretty nice. Nice and warm. Oh, and on cold days they have blankets they hand out to people, or you could just come and get it. They don't really hand them out. More Costa advertisements. 2 jacuzzis and a regular pool. Everyone's right now getting ready for dinner or the show, which starts in about 30 minutes. The bar. Another cool thing is I really like the statue over here. It looks like this girl is going down a slide. She uses her hand to cup the water. I think it's pretty cool. Look at that sunset. Holy crap. That was a cool sunset. One thing I really find cool is the chairs here. They, at least to me, they appear to be metal from far away, but these are actually plastic. Gosh, I love that sunset. And one thing I really like about European cruises that you can't really get in Caribbean ones. Thing, you can see things like, you know, the cliffs like you see over there. You can see things like basically fjords when you're going to Norway. That was my first European cruise, so that was pretty cool. And then you end up in like basically old European cities, which is another cool thing, like every day, every time you go. So this is one thing I found interesting. You see the pool is closed, they put the net over it, but it's still running. It's kind of wasting electricity, but then again, it could be because of the chemicals that they had to pump through and mix it up, but I have no idea. I haven't seen these off yet. And I saw these 16, no 16 signs. I don't know what it means. Let me read it. Oh, okay, so guests under 16 are not permitted in the pool. I don't know why. That's really interesting. But yeah. So day 3 is coming to an end. Next up will be day 4, and we'll be in, I believe, Sardinia, Italy, or Sodova, Italy. I don't know. But unless I find something else cool to show you guys, this will probably be the end of day 3. And I'll leave you off with the sunset, and there's a star over there. So another thing I found interesting here is that the clientele, since they're all Europeans, they all dress up really nicely for like dinners or any occasions, especially during formal nights or just in general, like when they're just walking around the boat. You know, they all dress really nice. So I thought that was really weird, you know, because Americans are more laid back, you know, and they're like, well, me, you know, I go in t-shirt and shorts, and everyone else is like, some people I've seen like tuxes and stuff like that, and I'm just like, well, feel a little underdressed here. But here's another view of that sunset over there. And a little bit of France over here to the right. Kind of hard to see because it's dark. But yeah. And now it's time to eat. So another cool thing about the dinners here is that since this is an Italian ship, they actually, instead of having the 3 normal courses that the American ships have, you know, appetizer, entree, and dessert, these guys have 6 courses. So it's a pretty long dinner. That's why it takes like 2 hours to eat. Sometimes 3. Actually took us 3. So no, 3. Sometimes 3, sometimes 9. So it's sometimes 3, sometimes 2 hours. So what they do is they actually have an appetizer, a soup or pasta dish, and then you could have your entree, and then your salad, and then your cheese plate, and then your dessert. And I think that's 6. I don't know, but yeah, it's a lot. But the thing is that I like this song. They do the portions are a bit smaller than your average American version, so it kind of makes up for that, but not too much smaller. So overall, it is more food. You know, it's a good song. Some reggae music. Anyway, yeah, there's some people smoking out there, which is apparently there are designated smoking areas on this boat, but no one enforces them. So you know, everywhere you go, you're gonna see people smoking outside. You know, and it kind of sucks because, like, you know, when I'm sometimes up there doing a time lapse, I'll be sitting out there for an hour and just somebody comes up next to me and starts smoking, and yeah, it sucks. But you know, there's nothing they're gonna do about it because they don't enforce it. But yeah, overall, it's an okay ship. Out of all of them I've been on, this ship-wise, out of all of them I've been on, it's the lower, all the way at the bottom. You know, and I've only been on 2 other lines, cruise lines. But I've been on a couple, you know, handful of ships. But yeah, and now I'm going back in. Oh, and one good thing I like about the bathrooms, the public bathrooms, is because when you wave your hand in front of the doors, what they do is you don't have to like touch the handles or anything. So it's a little more sanitary. The only problem is, you know, the sensor doesn't always work. So, those are cool chairs. And here's the main atrium area. So I just came across this in the for the Formula 1 racing simulator. I just noticed the pricing up here. So they have a rookie mode, which is about 7 minutes max. 7 minutes minimum, and it's 12 euros. Professional mode, 10 minutes minimum, and it's 15 euros. And a championship mode, which is 13 minutes minimum, and it's max, and It's 18 euros. I don't know how any of that works. It's kind of weird if you ask me how they do that, but yeah, you know, whatever floats your boat. You know, I've never been down here. What's this? Oh, this might be their spa up here. So this is new to me. I'm gonna wander in here. I do like opening doors like this. Yeah. Let's try this way. Oh, there's a bar or something. I don't know. Locker rooms. I don't think any of this will be open because it's nighttime. It's 11. Oh, so this is the outdoor area. Other side of the grill over here. This is the spa area. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see individual. This is probably where they get massages and stuff like that. They're individual booths. I don't think I could open this door because it opens out. Oh, there's a handicap one. That's cool. I haven't been in here. Oh. Now I know where to poop. If I had to do it in public. That's not gonna open. And then they have a tanning center, which you have to do your wristband. To be honest, this looks exactly the same as the other side. The winter garden area. So let's go back outside. Wow, that was loud. But here's the other side. Oh, I don't know if you can see, maybe from this side, you might be able to see the area a little bit better. So this is the tanning area. You can see, I don't know if you guys see it, but I'm gonna say what's in there. You can see some bonsai trees. I don't know if they look fake though. Basically a bunch of booths with what looks like lawn chairs and towels and stuff like that, and they're all separated by little screens between them all, and these little lamps. But yeah, I don't know. I don't tan, so, or whatever that is. But it's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's a little bit dark, but there's some lights from I guess we're still in Spain. I mean in France. I don't know where we are. We were in France. There's a little lighthouse over there flashing way off in the distance. There might be two. Oh, there's another one off to the right as well. It's pretty cool. Haven't seen a lighthouse from this far away before. Oh, there may be three. Unless that's a boat. I don't know. Maybe 3 lighthouses. That's pretty cool. Haven't seen a lighthouse this far away, like in the ocean before. Doing its thing. You know. Oh, this is new too. What is this? The movie studio. I don't know what this is. It's kind of weird. But yeah. That's about the front of the boat, I think. Unless there's more. Let's take this random elevator. I've never taken this single elevator before. What level? Okay, I'm 12, so it should be one more. Watch there be someone in there and it'd be really awkward. Nope. Okay, cool. Well, this is a weird elevator. Oh. Well, that's dumb. You can only go to 1 floor? Well, might as well take it. Oh, and the capacity is a lot smaller than the other elevators as well. And there's a... oh, I thought that was a camera. But yeah, that was an elevator going down 1 floor POV. I don't know why that was there when you have the other elevators. But yeah. And I don't like elevators because they take forever. Mostly to wait for them. But yeah. I just came across this, so this looks like the luggage of the people who are getting departing today or tomorrow. That kind of sucks. Just seems like I would just take a suitcase or something. Yeah. Sucks for you guys because you're leaving, and I still have what, 11 more days? I don't know. I'm not keeping count. Booby. So here we are in Italy. I believe it's Sodova, Italy, maybe, or Mordova. I think it's Sodova, Italy. It's Sodova, Italy, and this is what it looks like. Well, you're taking a nap right now, still in Sodova, Italy, or Savona, Italy. There we go. I keep getting this mixed up. Anyway, so here's my nap view, and it looks amazing. This is another cool thing I like about European cruises. I love the views you get, you know, especially if you're like taking a nap or anything like that, or tanning. Oh, and right now they're doing a muster drill for people who are embarking right now. But since I embarked a few days ago, we didn't have to do it. So it kind of sucks for them. They're all, you know, they're all blocking the elevators. Everything. Everyone's has their life jackets, kind of walking around. I'm just sitting here in my bathing suit, walking up the steps, going up. They take a nap because I am tired. I still a little jet lag. A gorgeous view. Yeah, I wonder why we didn't have to do a muster drill, because it says even, I guess the video presentation was enough, but interesting. Yeah, they said it was optional for people who had already been on, and I'm like, nope, I ain't doing it. But yeah, we should be leaving pretty soon, actually. So. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is this cruise is not like a normal cruise where it's like, you know, every 7 days or so, like we get a whole new batch of people who are joining. It's like one of those where every port they get a handful of people leave, and then a handful come on, and the next port, a handful of people leave, a handful of people come on. So there's no like set dates for this cruise, so it's just like, it's kind of confusing. So it's like, you know, another port you could be arriving to, and you get like maybe a couple hundred people coming on who've never been on this boat before, you know. So I thought that was kind of interesting. You know, I don't see many American ships doing that. Like, you know, even other European cruises I've been on, they've all have not been doing stuff like that. You know, maybe Holland America, but I know Royal Caribbean doesn't. But yeah, it's kind of weird. So we have some friends joining us today, actually. So we get to move dining rooms to the main one in the back instead of the one in the middle. So it helps us. That'll be pretty nice for us because it's a little bit closer to our room. We don't have to walk halfway across the ship, you know, before we go up. But yeah, so that's the deal. And still having this view.
If you hear the General Emergency signal at any time, even if the ship is in port and you don't receive any danger, please proceed immediately to your cabin. Your cabin key will always work, even in the case of total blackout. Wear warm clothes, shoes, and take with you any medicines you might need. While I'm talking to you, the muster station's personnel is showing you how to correctly wear your life jacket and how the emergency light works. We'd like to
Once the embarkation of the lifeboats is completed, they are lowered into the sea. They will remain in the facilities waiting for the assistance organised by the World International Coast Guard Service. On board a ship, the most significant thrust is fire. The common cause is a cigarette. Do not smoke in bed. Do not throw cigarette butts on the floor or overboard. Important safety information is always available in your cabin on the safety video that was running on your TV when you first came on board, as well as in the brochure, Safety First, as our crew are showing you now. In a few minutes, an alarm will indicate the end of the drill. Please wait patiently and quietly as this announcement is read in German.
Too bad everyone smokes here.
Meine Damen und Herren, ich bitte um Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Der einzige Alarm.
So I guess these are all the people that didn't embark on the ship today. I like this view though.
Signore e signori, l'esercitazione è terminata. Volevo ringraziare i signori ospiti per la cortese collaborazione. Vi ricordiamo che tali operazioni richieste dai regolamenti internazionali sono necessarie per la sicurezza della nave. Vi preghiamo di prestare la massima attenzione nei 5 giubbotti di salvataggio che proteggono di tracciare il vostro cammino nel percorso che vi riporta alla vostra cabina, dove dovrete riportare il bacino. Una volta, grazie alle vostre attenzioni, benvenuti a bordo della Costa Favolosa.
Ladies and gentlemen, the drill is now over. The captain and his crew would like to thank you for your kind cooperation. We would like to remind you that these drills required by the international regulations are necessary for the safety of the ship and ensuring that you have a peaceful journey. We would like to ask you to please be careful with the straps of your life jacket, which might get in the way as you walk back to your cabin. When you return to your cabin, life jackets must then be put away. We thank you for your attention and once again, welcome on board the Costa Favolosa.
This view though, wow. So this is pretty cool. They have a harpist guitar duo. And I heard their music in the other bar a couple days ago, so they're pretty good. So I think this is the farthest front I could go on this boat. I'm not sure if I could go any further up front. But yeah, I was here earlier at night, and here I am during the daytime. And it's super windy. You can hear they probably just painted the railing, so that's why they have the don't cross the caution tape thing, European caution tape thing up. Those things are freaking out. And here's our view. Awesome view of Italy. And yeah, day 4, I believe, 3 or 4, and the slide still hasn't operated yet. I haven't seen anyone go on it. Then again, I've been on I've been going out to the ports of call, so I haven't seen it. They might have been operating during that time, but I don't know. Tomorrow's a sea day, so hopefully it'll be operating then. Maybe I can get a ride on it. I don't know. But yeah. What is going on? So apparently they're doing a spa demonstration out in the middle of the promenade. That's weird. Very odd. And it's causing like a mess in this promenade. I wonder if that actually works. Probably does. Anyway. It's time to go down. Time for dinner. First day walking into the big dining room in the back. They opened the dining room 10 minutes late, so there's a lot of hangry people in here. And here it is. Oh, I guess they were playing a movie here or something. I don't know. I've never seen those chairs up like that. Well, anyway, I forgot to say earlier today, since we moved to the back room, we noticed the food and the service was a lot better. We had totally new servers because since we changed, we left the other servers back. And what happened was, since we got new people, we couldn't. People added to our party. We basically had to move to another area to sit together. And one thing that was really interesting was that the servers were like, maybe I don't know if our servers was new, but they, instead of just leaving our drinks, our free water in the middle, they started pouring them every time. So we thought that was a nice touch, but still got kind of annoying after a while because we're finishing our drinks pretty quickly. But one cool thing about them is that they the food was actually noticeably a little bit better. So that was one good thing. I don't know if that was because the people who were here for like 3 days, they come in like start and end days. So usually the people who came in just now, their start days was like 3 days ago, and they were like the smaller crews and a little bit cheaper. Now this is the longer one, like about a week or so cruise. So we noticed a lot, everything was better. And one thing I like about Royal Caribbean that they don't do here is when they in between meals, when they lift up your plate, in between like the courses, Royal Caribbean will actually have a little like silver kind of like a stick, I guess, with a scoop kind of, and they'll basically scoop up all the breadcrumbs or any of the crumbs you left, clean that off of you. And one thing, when we were in the middle dining room, what happened was they when they sat people down, they never, like, unlike Royal Caribbean, they never like gave us the what's it called, the napkin basically, and put it on our laps. Here in the back they did. So we thought that was noticeably different. And also in the other place, we noticed that in the middle, they don't really ask for, when they ask for the menus and stuff like that, when they take turns giving people their food, they didn't really care who they gave it to, because Royal Caribbean, they'll do the ladies first and the men. Here they didn't really care, they just went around in a circle, but in the back one, they did like Royal Caribbean standards. So we're thinking maybe the back room is for like the nicer area. We have no idea, or maybe just the staff has changed, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, very peculiar. Alright, today's the first sea day of the trip. As you can see, no land to be found. And I guess since there's no kids here, I want to take a ride in the little slide over here, so that I won't feel much like a pedophile. Let's do this. This is the front of the kids area. That was pretty much the kids area, the kids pool. Holy crap, it's cold. So, okay, I need a shower now. That was a diaper. I'm gonna go to the adult pool, and in about a few minutes the slide should open back there, so hopefully I'll get a ride on that. And I hope this guy is not dead, because he's been there for a while. Now it's jacuzzi time. Holy crap, this is cold. What the heck? Why is this cold? Why is it cold? Okay, I'm out. It's too cold. See the ocean? Maybe I'll take a dip in that one as well. Just put the stuff down here, and now it's trying to go dip in the pool. This is much better because it's enclosed and it's cold as crap outside. Why is the water so cold? I want to jump in, but I don't want to get other people wet. Weird, it's salt water. Really cool statue over here. Whoops. There we go. I think it's time to try the jacuzzi. This is one. So I guess they take nobody under 16 in the jacuzzi rule pretty seriously here, because they just kicked out two parents that have kids here. So that was really interesting. So it appears they have what looks like activities over there, which is like random people trying to make the boat fun for like little kids. Disney has those too, when they like close down rides and when they basically don't have anything to do for their parade audience control people. So I thought it's a similarity to Disney. And also I was watching in the commercial screen over there, they had what looks like a kind of like a bibbidi boppity boutique thing here, where they basically do a makeover for little kids. So I have no idea where they do that. I just saw, oh, the naked girl. I just saw that they have they had what looked like a commercial for it. So that was pretty interesting. But yeah, and this feels amazing. Especially after being outside over there where it's really windy. But yeah. Watching a bunch of old people play Jenga is actually pretty funny. I wonder if it was around when they were kids. I don't know. Oh, and you can watch Dracula and Annabelle on TV here. Waterslide POV. POV. Why is it's salt water? My back is hurting because of the scene. Well, actually going pretty fast. Holy crap. Whew. Actually hit my leg a little bit, but that was fun. Pretty quick. POV take 2. Oh, there's a pool down here. Gotta try that pool. It's about 4.5 feet. And it's cool. And salt water. I don't know what it is with Italians and salt water. Better angle the slide. How you go down the water slide, because I just saw a guy go face first and I'm like, dang, that's gotta hurt, like hitting that wall of water at the bottom. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, that's the end of our sea day here. I believe tomorrow we are heading to Malaga, Spain, and we won't get there till 2:30, so it means to get sleep in. Today was another unannounced formal night. Well, formal night, but didn't really know beforehand. So we got another one in the books. So far, the food, the one thing that Costa does well, since they're an Italian ship, they have really good pasta. But their soups are extremely salty, at least for like a Asian palate standards, you know. And me, I thought it was, you know, pretty salty too. And one thing that Costa, the Italian ships Costa does better, is that they have more seafood and better quality seafood, while like the American ships, like, you know, Royal Caribbean and even Holland America, which isn't really an American, it's half American, half from Holland, and that one they do better and more meat dishes, you know. So that's one thing that's, you know, pro con, you know. I mean, I like seafood. If you like seafood, come do Costa. If you like meats, go do your, you know, the American ones, like Royal Caribbean and Holland America. But yeah. So this is how you can tell that the seas are rough. You see the pool is sloshing all over the place. So there's some slight rocking right now, but not too bad yet, to make me feel sick at least. But yeah, still pretty bad. I don't know if it picks it up really well on the GoPro. So this pool was heated, which is really weird considering that it was cold as crap last time I was here on the sea day. I don't know why, when it's heated and when it isn't. But right now, it's pretty much like a makeshift wave pool. Looks like they have some sports, soccer / football coverage right now. Looks like there's a game going on or something, or maybe it's a post-game or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's pretty windy outside, so the top's closed. And it feels amazing here because it's nice and warm. Holy wave pool, this thing is going crazy. Or it was. think that's a band-aid in the water. It was making so much splashing noise. Oh, and it was. Must be hard to swim through this. Look at these waves. This is absolutely crazy. Wish I had my swimming suit on, I would so go in. It's getting harder to stand. I love seeing the fascination in people's faces. Just come by and look at this pool. So awesome. See, it's all splashed up with adventure here. So this is interesting. This shows all the routes of all the ships that Costa has. Right now it's in German. I don't know, it looks like German. It actually shows a live update of what the ship is currently seeing, what that ship is currently seeing. So this is the Costa Mediterranea, but I'm trying to click English, but it's not working. I don't know why. There was another one. Oh wait, I got it. Sweet. I think this is English. No, it's not in English. Just change the ships. This is another ship right here. This is the Costa Diadema. This is its route. It's pretty cool. I want to find our ship, but I don't know where it is because I can't read German. But yeah, we were at Savona earlier. We departed from Barcelona. So because of the huge waves, you can see all of deck 3 is pretty much drenched. And I'm kind of trying to take cover behind this pole over here. But I wanted to see the sunset. Might go up to deck 11 or something. But yeah, this ship, we actually had a singing guy for the show today. And what happened was they actually did more for the stage did more things than I thought it did. I knew it rose up like steps for the performance, but I didn't know it spins. And the singing guy actually utilized a lot of the lighting package, which was really good. They had like lasers, they had lights, and apparently they shot confetti. I didn't know that. It scared the crap out of everyone. So that was the first time I saw the stage shoot confetti. And the whole entire boat is just rocking. It is just crazy. Gorgeous sunset though. Jeez. And it's windy and I'm cold. So I'm going back up. So since we're at sea right now and it's rough as heck, they have bags put around all of the handrails. This one's kind of weird because they're just laying here. The other ones, they were actually in bags themselves. Go inside Costa Favolosa. This is what it looks like. Piano and dance floor. So here's the piano and dance floor, I guess. And this is the other side. Baby chair. And view of the chef. Cooking asparagus. And a view of outside. So from Club Favolosa, you get a view of the buffet area. The first level is a buffet area. The second level is a buffet area, but at night it turns into a upcharge pizza dinner where it's like, I think, €4 or something like that, and you get pizza, and dessert, and stuff like that. And this is Club Favolosa upstairs. Oh, and there's the volleyball / basketball court up there. So we just finished up our meal at Club Favolosa, the upcharge restaurant, and that's the time right now. We actually started eating there at 7. That was a 4-hour meal. Okay, pros and cons for it. The first, atmosphere was okay. They had a piano there, but there was no piano player, so I don't know if they normally have a piano player or not, but that was lacking. Another thing, wow, that's cold. Another thing, appetizers were good. We had, the one thing that really stood out for me is the risotto. That was amazing. They had pear with it, and oh my goodness, it was good. Never thought, risotto and pear would be that good, but yeah, it was good. And then this is when things pretty much started going downhill. We probably waited about maybe an hour for our main course. And we started getting pretty impatient. This is, it's already been 3 hours and we still haven't had our main course yet. And so when we complained and stuff like that, and we're like, hey, what's going on? And eventually they gave us our main courses. I had a ribeye steak, and that was overdone and very salty. Most of the food there was salty. It wasn't very good. I actually usually finish steaks. I did not finish this steak this time. And we had what else? The dessert was okay, not bad. But in the end, it was by far, at least for me, the worst upcharge restaurant I've ever been on in a cruise ship. At least for me, because I've always had all the upcharge cruise ships restaurants have been absolutely amazing. This one was subpar. I would actually rather eat at the regular, fine dining area rather than pay 25 extra euros to eat here. It was the worst. But another thing that contributed to that low ranking for me was that their staff is they were very understaffed. There were maybe, at least what I could see, 5 chefs, and basically the restaurant area was actually maybe at least twice the size of a normal upscale upcharge restaurant in like a Royal Caribbean or a Holland America line. So what they normally have 2 servers per table, he really had 1 for one side of the restaurant. So they were terribly understaffed. All of the foods that kept getting really backed up. There was one dish they had there called it was a sea bass, and that thing it took probably about 5 minutes to prepare after it was cooked. So to basically debone, and in my opinion, that should not have been on the menu because of how long it took, especially with their understaffed like that. That should not be on the menu, because people were ordering it, and it was just taking the waiter at least 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to debone and clean up the fish, for each table. But I knew I had nothing to do. Our waiter was absolutely amazing. He was working his ass off. We actually gave him a tip. He deserved. He was good. It was just him on half of this restaurant. So he deserves a round of applause. We actually give him a bigger tip, a extra tip. And it's cold and windy. But yeah, overall, we actually had reservations to eat here in maybe 2 days or so, we canceled them. We're not eating here again. We're gonna go back downstairs to the regular place where we had more better food, not a salty food, and our food and the meal does not take 4 hours to eat. Usually it takes 2 at most. But yeah, so that's my review. Food was okay. Ever since the main course was by far the worst. But yeah, so that's my review. Would not eat there again. Do not recommend it. At least until maybe if there was less people, it might be better. I don't know, because the restaurant was completely full for the most part. There were maybe a handful of tables that were empty, but yeah, I don't recommend, at least for our experience. Maybe if it was just less people, it would have been better, you know. But yeah, not good at all. So one thing I think that's weird about this cruise line is that they have their staff. Some of them are good. Usually the ones that you interact with, so like your waiter or your housekeeper, they're usually really good. They're really nice and friendly. But when the other ones, at least for me, my experience, when I'm walking in the hallway, like a lot of them just look like they hate their jobs. Like they don't smile at you. They just kind of look down at the ground, like, oh, whatever, you know. There's maybe some that would be like ciao, you know, to you, like say hello. But at least in my experience, if I remember correctly, from other cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, at least smile or say hello to you. This one, they try to avoid eye contact and stuff like that. Also, it's weird that they find them, their staff sometimes come out and be like, you can see them whip out their phones, like text or like take a picture of the ports, or you can see them smoking, you know, you know, one of the areas down here right now is not as busy out here, but like, you know, one time yesterday I walked down, I saw one of the waiters smoking outside, you know. So I thought that was kind of unprofessional. You know, they should have their own designated smoking area. And they I don't know, maybe it's just me, or I haven't seen this in any other cruise lines, but their staff uses the same restrooms as the, you know, the guests, which I thought that was kind of weird. So I'd be like peeing, like I saw one of the waiters come up next to me and start peeing too, and I'm like, okay, you know, maybe I'm used to like Disney where we have our own bathrooms, you know. And I don't remember the other cruise lines doing that too. But yeah. So here's some more of the casino area. That's where you get all your tokens, I guess, and your chips and everything. And here's some of the tables. Blackjack tables. Poker. Right now we're in England, in Dover, so it's pouring outside and hailing. And right now, I looked at the slot machines, and they say that they were disabled by SAS. I was like, huh, interesting. Here's like a digital roulette table. Pretty cool. I've never seen one in person before. A digital one where it's just all, you know, all by itself. No, nobody to throw the ball. And here's some more blackjack. This might be real roulette with the person actually doing it, throwing the ball in there. Virtual poker. Then right now all the machines are currently disabled because we're in England. So right now the buffet upstairs on the deck 9 was finally serving during dinner. So I want to check out to see if it's any different, the meals, the food offering is any different from lunch. So here's one section of it. Salad bar, some meats. It actually looks pretty good. Drinks, some desserts. I'm not gonna lie, this stuff looks pretty good. I'm actually probably gonna eat downstairs though, because I'm not too hungry yet. I ate some pizza earlier from here. So the pasta is not offered for dinner, but it's offered for lunch. Kind of interesting, but then again, we are here until 9 p.m. Right now it's 8, so and it's still light out. And oh, that's it. Oh, I'm surprised this is like the main buffet area, and they don't serve here. Hello. Doing good. So they don't serve their main. This is their main buffet area, so I'm surprised they don't serve it here. Maybe it's too loud for the people eating at the upstairs area. I don't know. But yeah, I always find it weird that they don't ever serve. Ooh, it's cold. They never serve dinner here. This is the first time I witnessed it. You know, even though that we're still in port, so not everyone who is eating that's on the boat is on the boat yet. They're still out in Dover, you know, which you could see outside, and it's cold, so I'm not gonna go outside. Here's the port. Straight ahead is the city. Right there is Dover Castle. Very nice. I believe it's the most well-preserved castle in the world. And over here are the White Cliffs in White Cliff Park, which was amazing, but we got rained on and hailed on in that park. Same with the castle. This is a very gloomy, crappy day. You know, reminded me of Florida, but cold because of all the rain. But yeah. So they have an ice cream machine here. Here's some of the European ice cream that they serve. And the machine is in order, but they do not accept money. They only accept the Costa card right down here. So you have to link your room key / card to your credit card. There we go. Or charge it to the room. Yep, looks like they're waxing / cleaning the floor right now. Haven't been here when they did that. And it's very clear at Dover. And gorgeous. It was nice. And thank goodness the cover is up, because it is freezing outside. So here they have basically a list of all their ships, and I believe it's working this time. Yep. Perfect. So you can see all the ships in there where they currently are. Right now we're at the Costa Favolosa, and right now we are at Dover. The trip we just did, we started at Savona, went to Malanga, Lisbon, Cadiz, Porto, Dover. Next we have going to Gothenburg, basically Berlin, Germany. It's another town near. We have to take a train about an hour to get there, and then Copenhagen. And we're getting off at Copenhagen, but we got on at Barcelona and went to 2 other places, and then went to Savona. So we technically did like 2 cruises into one, you know. So here you can see all the different cruise their ships, you know. And it's interesting how all of the ships here have different have their own kind of like saying, you know, return to the fleet. So if you go to like the Fortuna, you know, there's a legend of Italian trains, and like the Magica, it's the magic of Italy, you know. Let me find ours. Come on. Ours is the next one. This is, I believe, the sister ship of the one we're on now. So you come and join the show. The Favolosa. The tagline is the most beautiful fairy tale castle. But it's pretty cool to see, like, you know, where they are, where all the ships are right now. You know, this cruise is going to Stockholm, Helsinki. Man, it's gotta be cold. St. Petersburg. You know, and you get to see, like I mentioned before, the aft and the bow of the ships. So this is pretty cool. I could like spend hours trying to figure out where all the ships are. So I like that. I wish more cruise lines would have something like this, where you could be like, yo, these are all our ships, and this is where they are right now. And here's like a live feed of what they're looking at right now, which is pretty cool. Actually, wait, this live feed looks really familiar. Oh, because I've already seen this. I've already seen that boat. Okay, so you can see right now this boat's in sea. And Hamburg, Germany, which I've been there. Very nice place. Oh wow, this is a long cruise going around over here. But yeah, I'll leave you with ours. Oh, wait a minute. This might be a Time out. Go back. This ship looks like their biggest. It appears to be their biggest. Maybe it's just a zoomed in photo of it. But it shows their, you know, where it is right now, wind speed and everything. You can see their ship itinerary. Oh, Naples is a great place. That was a good cruise place. We were there earlier. I mean, last cruise. Last European cruise. Very nice place. Great pizza. And I believe it's really close to Pompeii, so, which is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. You know, I thought it would be just a small little town, but it's actually a huge city. And it looks like the Piero guy is back on. But yeah, one thing I did not like about this place, I actually went to the bar for the first time today here on the cruise ship, and I noticed on the back of their menus it says all orders are now have a 15% service charge to them, added onto them, so anything you order, which kind of sucks. You know, if I would have just added it to it, and it's just at the back. So if you don't read the back of their menus, like it's in the last page of the menu on the back, so you have to read it, and it's in like really small print too. So that's what kind of stinks, you know, how they kind of hidden 15% service charge added to it, and I'm just like, come on, you know, at least add it to the actual price, and you know, say service charge included in price, you know. So that kind of stinks. But elevator POV. Feel the G-forces right now. They're pretty intense. 7 stories tall right now. Oh my goodness. So intense right now. This vertical G's, oh man, they get you. Man. So here we are in Gothenburg, Sweden. And I believe this is the exact same place I docked last time I was here when I took Royal Caribbean. Nope, Holland America. And I believe that's the main city over there with all the boats. What kind of sucks here is that our boat leaves at 4. And I really wanted to go to Leesburg, the amusement park here. I've already been, but they just opened the new coaster Helix, and I really wanted to ride that. I think it's a double launch coaster made by Mack. Lots of versions, but very low to the ground, terrain hugging, you know. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed out, but you know, it's really nothing I could have done about that. So here's some of the container area, and I love those little really high vehicles over there. They're just like, the driver sits up really tall and they go up and grab the containers, and to me those vehicles look really goofy looking, just how tall they are. They're like giant giraffes with wheels. Just seeing them drive around brings a smile to my face. I remember kind of laughing at that last time I was here, but I'm pretty sure this was the place. Oh wait, maybe the city center's over there. I don't know. I do remember the Leesburg was further in the back. I do want to try to at least walk by it, because I remember seeing some of the skyline. I want to see if it's any different with Helix. I'm not sure how tall Helix is, like if it actually pokes up above the hill that it's on, but I do want to take a look at that. And maybe, you know, get like a park map or something. I don't know. But yeah, here's Gothenburg. I like this place. It's not bad. Not as cold as Dover yet as 2 days ago though, but still nice weather and not raining like last time. So I just saw the last show. It was kind of like a Cirque du Soleil type of thing, and it was actually really good. It was just, all it is just 2 people, and ooh, this is kind of dangerous. But yeah, all it is just 2 people, and they were like, you know, there's a stilt walker and like an acrobatic person. Kind of windy, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I thought that that was actually probably the best cruise show I've ever seen that I can remember. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was actually like, I was engaged the entire time. It was funny. It was not. It was kind of like exciting, you know, seeing the stuff they do. It had a lot of audience participation and everything. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Kind of surprised too that I enjoyed it that much. But yeah. I just came into their spa area and this is their gym. Pretty big. There are a lot of what's weird is a lot of the dancers actually work out here. So what I mentioned before, a lot of the dancers work out there. So like when you're for the shows. So when you're here working out, you see like a dancer next to you, like, you know, running or lifting weights, and it's pretty weird seeing that. Like instead of them having their own facilities, they work out next to you. It's kind of weird. But yeah, it's in their spa area in there. Never actually went in there before. I'm not a big run on treadmill kind of fan. I always run up on the track over there, and it was terrible when we were at sea, because it was just like one moment is just a ton of wind hitting your face, and the other moment is just like the wind hitting your back, but it helps, you know, when it hits your back. But when it's hitting your face, you're just like, you know, it actually worked against you. But it was interesting, and really sunny, cold, windy. Yeah, this wasn't. And then their track is around their smokestack, so there's a portion of it where you're running and breathing in exhaust, so it kind of sucks. So that's why I didn't really like it. Their track very much, their track placement at least, you know. But yeah, now it's almost time for dinner, our last dinner. So they're pulling into Copenhagen right now, and this is what it sounds like when we have our reverse motors on, I guess. So we just docked at Copenhagen moments ago, and there's a Royal Caribbean ship, but it's a pretty small ship over on that side. So, my final thoughts on this boat. Out of the cruise lines I've been on, that I remember at least, this has been the worst. Some of the individual staff was alright, you know, they were good to, you know, they were above average to average. I think it's all in the training, the upper management of this cruise ship that I did not really like, because I can't really bash the staff if, you know, they're all bad, so it must be their training. That's what I'm assuming, at least. So that's probably what I'm gonna say it is. Like sometimes you'll be walking around the halls and you see the staff members on their phones, like texting somebody, or, you know, outside and you'll be walking and you see a staff member taking a smoke break, or you're peeing and then another staff member comes up right next to you and pees next to you. I think that's kind of weird. You know, they should have their own areas for that, you know, a backstage area for that. Very unprofessional. A lot of the upper management stuff I did not like, in terms of basically how the buffet and their main buffet area is always closed at night. I mean, some people miss their, you know, their dinner times, especially when we were at shore. Like yesterday, we left at we were supposed to leave at 6:30. We ended up leaving around like maybe 7:15 or so, because some of the tour buses were late, and when the first dinner seating time was 7. So if you just got back, like, you know, later at like 7:15, you don't get to eat, because, you know, you just missed your regular downstairs fine dining seating time, and the buffet is closed. So the only thing you could do is, you know, pay the upcharge dining, or, you know, do the upcharge pizza dining or in-room service, which, you know, could be pretty expensive. So that I don't agree with. They should have at least opened it during when open the the ninth level, which is the buffet area, when we were docked for so long. So I saw a lot of people coming up because Germany yesterday was where a lot of people got on the ship. So some people got on the ship later, and they're going up to the buffet and asking, "Hey, what's going on? Why is there no buffet?" And the guy's like, "It's closed. We never open." So I thought that was terrible. So I'm pretty sure some people either did not eat or had to fork up the extra money. That was bad planning on their part. And just but yeah, and how right now there's a kid playing around in the adult pool and no one really cares about it. There are designated smoking areas, but nobody really uses them. The smokers are actually all over the place. Nobody enforces the smoking times and everything. Some of the staff members are just kind of rude. I remember when I was walking downstairs in the 3rd level, trying to get to the fine dining area, trying to get to their food, get to my table, and then I it's that moment where you come across somebody you're both in each other's ways, and you try to step to the right, and you both step to the right, and you're step to the left, and then she goes, she made that noise that is just not, I guess, disgust or I don't know, disappointment, I don't know, but it's just not something you should do, in a customer service type of role, not to do that, and I felt like, what the heck, that's not cool at all. Some of the but there are other good things about it, yesterday's show, it was like a Cirque du Soleil type of show, and that was by far probably the best cruise ship show I've ever seen. It was a bunch of it was a stilt walker, basically they did a lot of acrobatics, comedy, and it was just 2 people doing the entire show, which I thought was amazing. Great show. It was a lot of impressive acrobatics, very cool, very funny, even though they didn't really say much. They incorporate the background design, kind of like the projection mapping, so it's the guy's putting his hand out like this, and then you see electricity from the background, the back banner, I guess, being projected on it, so it's he's actually using electricity. The only issue I had with that is the background projection is very, very terrible quality. It's not an HD at all, so it looks really bad, very pixelated, but other than that, it was a great show. I absolutely loved it. It was cool. It was my first time seeing a stilt walker fall, because he was supposed to be part of the show, and get back up, without any help. Well, almost get back up. He almost did it. He actually put too much force and fell forward again, but you get the gist. I never thought I had seen a stilt walker do that. Still very cool, very good show. I really like it. Some of the shows started at the beginning, they started repeating. They are getting old, the same things. They're just singing and dancing. It got kind of old, but towards the end of the ship, it started getting a little bit better. Some of the individual staff, one of the servers on the 3rd floor, we usually see him for breakfast and sometimes lunch when we do eat on the boat for lunch. His name was Jim, and he was absolutely amazing. We actually, every time we come down for lunch or dinner, or breakfast, sorry, we actually go to his table first. We get there early just to get his table, and he's absolutely amazing. He knows exactly what we want and everything, so props to him. We actually gave him a bigger tip, even though we're really, it's not really customary to give your server for lunch or breakfast tip, but we did anyway because he was amazing. A lot of other people, some of the individual staff members are just amazing, but overall, as a whole, I would say they're below average of what I've seen. I'd much rather be at a Royal Caribbean ship, but we basically come down to a decision that all of us in my group decided we don't want to do Costa anymore. We just don't want to deal with, you know, the upcharge water, even though we get it for free. It's just a hassle to get it. You know how almost all the food areas are pretty much closed at night except for your regular seating area. So we eat at 9, so a lot of old people, you know, they have to eat at 9, and you know how old people are, they love to eat early. So I don't know how old people could stand till 9 p.m. to wait to eat. You know, and like stay up until 11 eating when they have to get up early at like, you know, 7 or 6 the next morning. You know, it's just not doable. But yeah, we're about to get off pretty soon. We just docked. I guess they're now putting up the gangway or whatever. But yeah, and that pretty much ends my 14-day cruise. Coming up next, we are spending a few days, maybe 2 days here in Copenhagen, and I'll be going to Tivoli Park, and I believe it's somewhere in the back over there. I saw it earlier because I remember what it looked like from last time. I saw, oh, there it is. I don't know if you can see it. No, wait, maybe that's not it. I think that's it. Somewhere over there. If you see a big church with a green dome over it, it's to the right of that. But yeah, I think I can only see their drop tower and maybe their vertigo ride. I think that's what it was called. I think it was like, I call it airplane on a stick, basically. But yeah, can't wait to come to the city, because last time we were here it was pouring and I was miserable. Even though the park was open, I rode the rides in the pouring rain. But yeah, so here's to the end of the cruise, and there's another cruise ship coming up right next to us. Let's go take a look at that. It's a tiny boat, but yeah, and that pretty much ends my 14 days on the Costa Favolosa. And one of the things that why we chose this boat, because one of my my parents went on the sister ship of this one, and they actually had a much better service and much better food. They actually liked it better. So like, you know, they thought they had a great time, so they thought that maybe they'll get the same experience, and they're like, nope, it's actually worse. You know, a lot of cost cutting and stuff like that probably happened. But yeah, there comes a cruise ship, and time to get out of the boat. I got off the Costa Favolosa for the last time. On to baggage claim. Fun ship. Just kind of spoiled by the other 2 lines I've been on. You know, if I haven't been on those 2 lines, I probably would have a better time on this boat. But instead, it was less than satisfactory. That's all I have to say about this ship.